If you are over 60 and lately you've been feeling that your muscles have lost their strength, your steps have become slower, or your arms tire faster than before, you're not alone. Every year, millions of seniors experience the same quiet struggle, a creeping weakness that makes everyday tasks harder. You might notice it when climbing stairs feels heavier, when holding a grocery bag strains your grip, or when getting up from your favorite chair takes more effort than it used to. This gradual loss of muscle is called sarcopenia, and it's one of the hidden challenges of aging. But the truth, my friend, is that it doesn't have to steal your strength, your balance, or your independence. Because the secret to fighting sarcopenia isn't hidden in expensive supplements or fancy gym memberships. It begins right on your breakfast plate. There's one simple, natural morning food that can help you erase muscle weakness and rebuild your power from the inside out, naturally, gently, and effectively. Before we get there, let me tell you a small story that might remind you of your own journey. A few years ago, I met a retired teacher named Margaret at a senior wellness program. She was 72, graceful but tired, and she said something that struck me deeply. I used to walk to my classroom every morning with energy, but now I feel like my legs don't belong to me anymore. She told me that after 65, her muscles began to shrink. Her hands trembled when she carried groceries, and even pouring tea in the morning became a challenge. Doctors told her it was age, and she accepted it, until one day her grandson challenged her. He said, "Grandma, you taught me never to give up. Why are you giving up on your own body?" That single sentence changed everything. Margaret began researching how to fight muscle loss naturally. She learned that muscles need not just movement, but specific nourishment early in the morning to stay strong. Within 6 months, by adding just one powerful food to her breakfast, her energy returned. Her morning walks got longer, her knees hurt less, and she regained her confidence. Today, at 74, she says, "I don't want to look younger, I just want to feel alive," and I do. So what was the food that gave her life back? It wasn't something exotic or expensive. It was a simple egg, eaten the right way, every morning. Yes, the humble egg, nature's most complete protein source. Each egg contains high-quality protein, essential amino acids like leucine, and vital nutrients such as vitamin D, B12, selenium, and choline. But the magic lies in how and when you eat it. When consumed in the morning after a glass of warm water or herbal tea, the amino acids from eggs help switch on muscle protein synthesis, the process your body uses to rebuild and strengthen your muscles. Think of it as waking up your muscle engine after a long night's rest. For seniors over 60, this is crucial because your body naturally loses 3 to 8% of muscle every decade after midlife, and without the right nutrients, it speeds up even faster. But when you fuel your body in the morning with clean, complete protein, you signal your cells that strength is still needed, that life is still active. Now, I know some of you might say, "But I already eat breakfast, toast, cereal, or maybe oatmeal." The problem is that most traditional breakfasts are high in carbohydrates and low in protein, which gives a short burst of energy but does nothing to rebuild muscle. Your body needs building blocks, amino acids, not just calories. One egg gives you about 6 to 7 grams of high-quality protein, but the trick is to pair it smartly. Combine it with a handful of walnuts or a spoon of Greek yogurt to boost your muscle-supporting nutrients even more. Walnuts provide omega-3 fatty acids that reduce inflammation in aging muscles, and yogurt gives you calcium and probiotics that improve digestion, ensuring your body actually absorbs the protein you eat. This simple trio, egg, yogurt, walnuts, is like a morning medicine from nature, yet it tastes like comfort. Let me share something personal with you. A few years ago, I went through a period where my own body started feeling weak. I used to wake up stiff, my back ached, and I blamed it on long work hours. But one morning, after reading a medical study from the University of Copenhagen showing how seniors who increased morning protein intake regained strength faster than those who didn't, I decided to test it. I started adding 2 boiled eggs and a few soaked almonds to my breakfast every day. Within 2 weeks, I noticed I wasn't slouching as much. My steps became lighter. My energy no longer crashed mid-morning. Over the months, something deeper changed. My posture improved, my focus sharpened, and I stopped fearing aging as a decline. That's when I realized age doesn't steal strength. Neglect does. You can reclaim power at any age if you feed your body with what it truly needs. The science behind this is fascinating. Your muscles are made of protein fibers that constantly break down and rebuild. After 60, this rebuilding process slows dramatically, unless it gets help. One amino acid in particular, leucine, plays the role of the ignition key. It tells your body, start building muscle now. Eggs, especially egg whites, are among the richest natural sources of leucine. But there's more. The yolk provides vitamin D3, which improves calcium absorption and supports muscle function. Seniors who lack vitamin D are twice as likely to experience weakness and balance problems. That's why eating whole eggs, not just whites, can make a real difference. And for those worried about cholesterol, modern studies have shown that moderate egg consumption, 1 to 2 a day, does not raise bad cholesterol for most people and can actually increase good HDL cholesterol, which protects your heart. In fact, a 2023 review in the Journal of Nutrition and Gerontology found that older adults who ate an egg-rich breakfast had 25% more lean muscle mass than those who didn't. This means your breakfast can literally decide how strong your next decade will be. At this point, my friends, if this message speaks to you, if you've been feeling weak, stiff, or tired after waking up, please take a moment right now to support our mission. If you're finding value in what you're hearing, please like this video, subscribe to the Seniors Hub, comment below to share your story, and don't forget to share this with your loved ones who might also need this reminder. Your one click helps this community of seniors grow stronger together, one day, one breakfast at a time. Now let's continue. Because food alone isn't magic, it's part of a powerful lifestyle formula. Once you start adding this morning food, your next step is to move your body, gently but consistently. Simple exercises like wall push-ups, seated marches, and standing heel raises are incredibly effective. When combined with protein-rich foods, they create what experts call synergistic activation, a fancy way of saying your muscles use nutrients better when you move. Even 10 minutes of light exercise after breakfast improves blood circulation, helps amino acids reach your muscles faster, and signals your brain to release endorphins, those beautiful chemicals that make you feel alive. Margaret, the teacher I mentioned earlier, used to start her day sitting quietly after breakfast. But after learning this, she began taking a 10-minute walk around her garden after eating her eggs. She told me, that little walk felt like switching on my entire body. Within weeks, she noticed her thighs no longer felt heavy when she climbed stairs. Within months, she felt strong enough to resume her old hobby, dancing at the local senior club. Her smile when she told me that story was worth 1,000 health tips. There's another secret I learned along the way. When you eat early in the morning, your metabolism wakes up, and your muscles use nutrients more efficiently. But if you skip breakfast or eat too late, your body stays in a fasting state longer, causing more muscle breakdown. That's why the timing of your morning food matters almost as much as what you eat. The first hour after waking is when your muscles are most ready to absorb nutrients. So even if you're not a big breakfast person, start small. 1 egg, a slice of avocado, or a small yogurt bowl. Your body doesn't need perfection, just consistency. And for those who can't eat eggs, there are equally powerful alternatives. Try cottage cheese, tofu, lentils, or protein-rich oats with chia seeds. What matters is that you feed your muscles before the day drains your energy. Add turmeric or cinnamon for extra anti-inflammatory benefits. And if you can, drink a glass of water with a pinch of lemon before breakfast to wake up your digestion. These are not trends, they're timeless habits that cultures around the world have used for generations to stay strong and independent well into their 70s, 80s, and beyond. If you've ever looked in the mirror and thought, I feel older than I look, it's not just vanity, it's your body asking for help. Weak muscles lead to poor balance, slower recovery from illness, and even cognitive decline. But every time you choose the right breakfast, you're telling your body, I still choose life. I still choose movement. That mindset alone can transform everything. Let me share a short reflection that changed my thinking. I once visited an elderly gentleman named George, a retired firefighter, who was 80 but looked 65. His secret? He told me, I eat like my muscles are still in training. Every morning he had 2 poached eggs, spinach, and a handful of almonds. He said, people retire, but their cells don't know that, so why stop feeding them like they matter? His words stuck with me. Because the truth is, your muscles don't know your age, they only know how you treat them. Modern research from the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity confirms that seniors who consume protein-rich breakfasts regain strength 30% faster after illness or surgery. This means that even if you've been inactive, you can still rebuild what time has taken. Your muscles can heal, your energy can return, and your confidence can grow, but it starts with what you do tomorrow morning. Imagine waking up 1 month from now. You stretch and your back doesn't ache. You stand from your chair without using your hands. You walk to your garden with a spring in your step. That's not a dream. That's your body saying thank you for the consistency you gave it. And that transformation begins with something as small as an egg on your plate. So here's what I want you to do starting tomorrow. When you wake up, drink a glass of warm water with a pinch of lemon, take a deep breath, and prepare your simple breakfast. 1 or 2 boiled eggs, a few walnuts or almonds, and maybe a spoon of yogurt. Sit in peace, chew slowly, and know that every bite is a step toward reclaiming your strength. Then take a short walk, or do 5 minutes of stretching. That's it. You've just told your body, we're not done yet. I'll leave you with this truth. Aging is not about losing youth. It's about discovering wisdom. And part of that wisdom is learning how to care for your body the way it deserves. Your muscles, your bones, your heart, they've carried you through life's storms. Now it's your turn to nourish them with kindness. You have more strength left than you realize, and with the right morning food, you can awaken it again. So, my dear friends, start tomorrow with courage and clarity. Don't let sarcopenia or weakness define your story. Rewrite it with each breakfast. Because your body still remembers how to be strong, it just needs the right reminder. And that reminder begins with one simple act, choosing the food that fuels your comeback. Thank you for being here, for taking this journey towards strength and vitality. You are part of a growing family that believes age is not a limitation, but an awakening. If this message inspired you, please take a second now. Like this video, subscribe to the Seniors Hub, comment below to share your experience, and share this video with your loved ones so they too can discover the power of a strong, nourished morning. Together we can help every senior live stronger, longer, and with joy in every step.